So this is episode 38. Um, it's not a milestone episode, but going back to the pre-episode talk we had, Lynn kind of went back to the very first episode that we did, where it was cleaning up your custom instructions, rewriting those, uh, all the various things that went into that, to where ChatGPT would act and perform more like yourself and how you wanted it to, right? So this episode is going to be how to extract that data, whether it's ChatGPT or Manus or Claude or Brock or Venice or just the whole gambit litany of LLMs that we may be using, right? So this prompt that I'm going to provide everybody is going to help them pull this data out, okay? But the purpose of today's episode, what are we going to do with that data when we pull it out, right? Well, okay, well, we got this summary of what we were talking about. Now, it's not going to pull your GPTs. It's not going to pull your chats. It's not going to pull the various things that you've done inside uh, those different LLMs, wherever you may have been working. But it's going to force that LLM to recognize who you were, what kind of things that you were working on, and it's going to be something that you can add to your notebook LM that is you, right? So with that said, let's jump into this and then we'll just work through it, because the end result of this, we want to go into Workspace Studio and we want to create a workflow that performs a task for us. And then we can have a discussion around whatever those various tasks might end up being, whatever we want them to be. So I'm going to provide, well, this is probably a long prompt. So, well, it might, I'll see if it fits. I don't think it's going to fit in our chat window here, but we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. So the chat, see if it goes in there. Nope, we're a little too long. So I'm going to share the document with everybody. I'll go back over here, get the document. What is this? Okay, you are helping me import context. There we go. We'll just call that the name of it. And then we're going to the link, and then y'all can have the link. I do suggest copying and pasting this to your own document, just in case something should happen. So did everybody get that? It's in the chat.
Oh.
Okay. So whichever LLM you've done the most amount of work in, or wherever you feel that you've done the work that really reflects who you are, and the things that you've been working on, I would suggest go there and provide it that prompt. So I did it to mine.
So again, the one that you use the most?
Not necessarily the one that you've used the most, but the one that reflects more about the work that you've done. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the one you've used the most, uh, because recently the one I've used the most has been Gemini by far,
Right.
hands down. I don't even hardly use Chat GPT at all anymore. For a few things, I'm just not. It doesn't get me all warm and fuzzy. Uh, And Claude, I've never been a huge fan of Claude, although it is super powerful. I give it that. But what I've found is every single thing that I can do elsewhere, I can do it just as well, if not better, in Gemini. It's just knowing the tool to use, and we can touch on those tools at another time. But the tools are definitely there, and they are definitely more than capable of the other LLMs. Okay, so let's
So I've got the prompt copied.
yeah. So paste it in. Now, Tanya, you're trying to get out of Chat GPT, so that's where I would suggest. And I would turn on when you're selecting the model down here.
Mm.
Is my screen showing? I'm not showing my
No,
screen.
no,
Oh,
you're not.
I should share. Or do you want to share? You can share. How about
Mm.
you? And then I'm
I
going to
will.
guinea pig you because I know you have a notebook LM that
Okay.
is used to create you. And at the end of as we progress through this
Now, one thing to note is,
as
Okay,
we
so
progress
there she is. My computer has gotten a little sluggish because it was doing weird stuff this morning. It's overloaded. Okay, so I'm in chat
okay.
and
So yeah, definitely click
it's
that and
thinking.
let's look at the models. Okay. Well, instant, we don't want that because it's not going into anything. Thinking is just the cursory default thing that it does, right? It thinks. It's about all it does, in my opinion. But everyone can think what they want to think, including ChatGPT. But if you go down there to configure, now just for the purpose of this episode, we're just going to use thinking, but thinking effort. So it's on standard thinking effort, whatever that means, right? But if you click that drop down, there's extended. So you may want to go back. Please don't do it now. You may want to go back and have this do the extended thinking and rerun this prompt through it.
oops.
Okay. But for now, we'll just work through the standard thinking.
Okay.
So X out of that, paste the prompt, and let's let it think. And while it's doing that, now
Here's
let's,
one thing. It didn't carry it over onto my thing.
I don't think you copied it.
Yeah, I did it first, but now I don't know if I did it in this window. Shucks. Uh, maybe this. Nope. I gotta close all these windows that aren't relevant.
I agree.
Nope. There it is.
This is interesting.
What?
The results are interesting.
Yep, they should be. Everything that you've worked on.
Well, it's easier to read and similar in some ways to what I got when I used the Claude prompt.
So it's going to go through your conversations. It's going to look in your chat history. It's going to look in the various different things, and it's going to output all of this. So while you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can.
And if I run it on Claude, which model should I run it on?
Uh, anything other than the most basic one, because
Okay.
it's going to force it into looking for this stuff anyway. Um,
All right. I'll just use it on the one I use all the time.
there you go. That's what I would suggest. So did you start this, Tony?
No, I was going to ask you. I wanted to make sure that I was supposed to
Yes,
before I
start it.
jumped the gun. Okay.
So while it's running, what do you think's going to come back? You read what should be in there. What do you think's going to come back? Okay. I guarantee
Mhm.
what you think is going to come back, it's going to be twice that amount. It's going to
Wow.
probably be in more detail. Now, it might not be in more detail of the exact things, but it's going to be in more detail of what you've been working on and probably quite a few things you've forgotten that you were working. So, what
Mhm.
is it telling you?
Okay.
And my demographic.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
So it's breaking all this information, who you are, what you've been working on, what you've created, your interest, all the various preferences that you may have set in your settings, all the things that you're, yeah, all the various different things that you have gone through and created inside of ChatGPT.
Mhm. Wow.
You
That's
think you would have said, "Hey, this is who I am," because
yeah.
it's pretty comprehensive. So you can X out of that thing right there because we're going to copy this and put it on a document. So you can do a docs.new. Just make sure you know how to find it. We're just going to give it a name.
And what's the name going to be?
Whatever you want it, just so you can find it.
Um,
Tanya's GPT extraction or some crap.
that sounds good.
All right. So now we have this. What are we going to do with this?
Good
Well,
question.
the purpose is to be able to bring that into another LLM. And in this instance, we're going to use Gemini. All right. So we want to bring this into Gemini. So let's do an exercise while you're in ChatGPT and go to the alignment, Forge prompt generator.
Mhm. Let's see if we can pull it up. Do you still want me to be sharing, by the way? I'm
Yeah. And you
okay.
can just
Please.
start a new chat.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
And tell it what we're going to do. I have some information that I pulled out of ChatGPT. I want to plug this information into a new Google Gem
Please.
that will perform that will know who I am and what I've been working on moving forward. Okay. Now the purpose of this, we want to get to Workspace Studio. We want to run some automations with this. Okay. And I want everyone to be thinking along through this exercise. What are the financial aspects that we could roll this into? How could this become a service that you could provide to your clients, your customers, whatever that looks like to you? How could this become a financial asset to where you could charge for it? And maybe we have that discussion in the after hours, or maybe this just continues through and we don't do after hours. We just have this discussion. So, and I would give it the information.
Okay, so uh, it's not. Wait a minute, I'm in the wrong place. Okay,
No, you're
I'm
not.
thinking I'm in.
Yeah, you're not in Gemini, so you don't have. See, there's one of the drawbacks right there. Now, if you did have your connectors in place, you could probably connect it from
The drive.
your Google Drive.
Oh, okay.
But if you just put it in those square brackets, paste that whole thing, and yeah, inside of square brackets.
So are we doing this for framework generator in ChatGPT or in
Yes.
Gemini?
Uh, the one that you have in Gemini is an autonomous one. It will not walk you through the questions. It's only going to give you the output. So
Oh, okay.
you really have no direction that you personally can steer it without asking it follow-up questions or giving it prompts on the back end. Because it just goes through this. You tell it what you want it to do, and then you paste something in, and then it just goes and does it. This one, you have some say in the process. Okay, so the one that you have is a cheat.
Hmm.
So if you have the one in Chat GPT, I would recommend that you do it just based on this exercise. So anyway,
Okay.
okay,
So this
there
is
you go. That's
not the way I'm
that's the
used to seeing it.
information. That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Send it on its way. Let's see what it comes back with. So we're going to walk through this entire thing to create the gem. Now, the bad thing here is there's copy, paste, move, blah, do, whatever, right? All that stuff.
Whatever.
So here's your gem instructions.
Gray cat? What the heck is that? Okay.
Something that you worked on inside of that thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
what's it? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, yeah.
That was probably something that you and I were kind of just
But yeah,
spitballing, working through a process like this.
yeah,
So it's giving you everything to become you.
yeah.
All right. Now, again, this is only for demonstration purposes. Like you should go back and create this after you've really brainstormed it in your head. What, how could you this be beneficial financially for yourself or your clients or your customers or your whatever you want to call them, right? Your authors, whatever those various things are. All right. So copy this, go to Gemini, and let's create a gem.
Okay.
So we all know how to do this.
Mhm.
And paste your instructions in.
Will it take all of that?
I don't know. Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like it. Maybe it didn't. Go back and look at the
Yeah,
end of
I'm,
that. It looks cut off.
yeah, it does. No,
Safety
that
concerns.
is that.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yep, there we go. All right, and then go down to knowledge and add that document.
I didn't get a document yet. It's asking me questions.
What's asking the questions?
The Forge framework generator.
No. The document, you had to create the document from the GPT output or Claude output
Okay,
or whatever. Create a document from that. And you
I
should have,
did.
okay. And then did you add that information also to the Forge prompt generator with the prompt that we used?
Yes,
Okay. So the output from the prompt generator should have given you custom instructions to create a gem.
I have step 0 onboarding. Do I have the wrong GPT?
I it sounds like you might have it sounds like you might have the wrong prompt. I don't know. Put it on the screen. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Yep, hold on. So I ran the original prompt you gave me. I got this output. I put it in the doc, and then I also copied it from here because it's not integrated
Yeah.
right.
And then you
And then so then I added this is
hold
the
on.
prompt I ran. This is the
And you gave it the
GPT I'm
document.
running.
Okay, so it looks like Tanya's kind of shortcutted all this. So let's run through yours.
Okay.
So
Mm.
it already has your name, it has your business role. What do you want this Google Gem to primarily act as for you? So pick any of that you want. It doesn't, I would say A, but you could go back to this
Picked
and
E.
branch that to anything else that you wanted to, right? Please close
Yeah.
the meat codex down there.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's go back to this one. Okay. What's this?
Just X out of it.
It's a new app.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
codex.
fine.
It's their
Okay,
code.
now I'm at
Okay. So,
formulate.
yeah. So now we're gonna walk through this. So what should it help you do most often?
I'm gonna always say E. Let's do this one a bit shorter. Yeah.
Okay, don't get lost in these things now.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm an E girl.
Like that.
E.
I was talking to my husband about that recently. I was like, don't pussyfoot around with me. Just give it to me straight.
I know, right?
Yeah. I know. I usually am like, hey, no fluff,
Yeah.
none of this
So
caca.
let's keep going.
I prefer to be coddled. So
Oh no.
Do you? Okay.
pull your
Well, then
punches.
you'll have to build your own, Rick.
copy, copy and paste it somewhere.
Rapid build process. Okay.
Mm.
So what do you got going on here?
No E.
I don't know what to
Yeah,
do. There's no E.
I know. I can tell.
Do C.
Uh-huh. Okay. And then, so do you want the gem to what? First person, third person? How do you want it to write?
Okay. C.
Yeah, that would have been my choice as well.
And
Evaluate that, and if you like it, we can go ahead and move forward. Now, keep in mind, you can come back and do this. That this isn't the purpose of the whole thing, and you can branch it to where you have multiple different gems that perform various different tasks and act in different manners. Okay. So
okay.
there's the prompt for the forge. That's not the prompt that you're gonna well, it might be. I don't let's scroll down to the bottom and see here. So now it gave us the executed gem instructions. So these are the gem instructions that you want to copy and paste over into Gemini.
Okay.
Okay.
Once it's done, there it
Yep.
goes.
Yeah.
So the first thing it gave me was its prompt to
That
write the gem instruction.
that's its
Okay.
internal prompt. It's prompting itself
Okay.
and then it's giving it to you. You could actually take that prompt and do it in various different LLMs and look at the different outputs that you get from each. It's internal prompt,
Okay.
but for now, we're just going to create a gem to the left. Yeah. Down.
New gem.
No, you clicked in the wrong spot. Just click back up there to the left. Yeah. And then scroll down below this. Those are labs. And then you can go to my gems right there. Yep. Because you're in a personal account, you have those.
Okay.
Okay, so in the instructions, paste that prompt. Yep. And in the knowledge, add the document that you created from your GPT output.
This one.
The document that you created from your GPT output. There's the document. GPT chat history. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, now you got a name. Tanya, did you name
Gotta
yours?
name it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rick, are you following this as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Now
now,
what?
and just
Save
press
it?
send. Yep, save. Now, obviously, you could do more than this. You could add your marketing to your gem. You could add your fail safe and safeguards and guardrails and all the various different things into your gem. You can add your skills. You can add all the things that you want to your gem to where it will perform the way that you want it to perform. Okay. So now just for shits and giggles here, you're caught up with us. Lynn, do you have a notebook LM that has all of who you are in it?
I do.
Okay, perfect. Then we'll keep moving along then. All right. So in here, wherever is this a workspace account?
No, it's a personal account.
Uh, okay.
I don't use the workspace because I can't share nothing.
Maybe, yes,
Uh,
I understand that. Let's try something. I don't know in a personal account if it does it, but open
Yeah.
another tab and open your Gmail. And if not,
Open my Gmail.
yeah, open your Gmail, another tab. Oh, where's all this? So you don't have it in here. So do you have a workspace account?
I do.
Okay.
What are we looking for?
Open your Gmail and I'll show you. So we're looking for Workspace Studio. And I'll show you where it's at. And you can go to it. I don't think it works in a personal account. Do you have Workspace Studio, Tanya, in your account?
No.
Okay,
This
so
thing?
no, there's going to be something that pops up right here in just a second. It's loaded. It's still loading. It's still loading. It's still loading. Come on, thing.
Because I don't pay for Gemini here. I only pay
That's
for it in
okay.
my personal one.
Yeah, that's fine. Let this finish loading. Good Lord. Okay. So maybe I should just share my screen and you can follow me. Do you have it, Tanya?
I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Okay, I'll show her. So let me,
What's this? Active. Oh, that's that.
that's how you show other people if you're alive or not.
Available or not. Okay.
Okay, so I'm
That
going
could be useful.
to, okay, so in your, everyone can see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, those
Okay,
two little arrows?
right here. It looks just like
Yeah,
this.
I've had it. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's been in my free space.
Well, your email was still spinning when I got done, when we got done over there. But we want to go into Workspace Studio. Do you have that, Tanya?
Mm-mm.
Do you have a Workspace account?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
And is that where your stuff's at? Your Gemini and your Google Drive and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we go into Studio, you can come in and then you'll be able to create by clicking the plus button a new workflow inside of Studio. Is anybody else here? Because if we're not here, there's no sense me going on. We can do something different. But I would really like to go this route.
I'm looking around.
I don't have anything.
I had it. I
Okay.
don't know why I don't
So
today.
let's go to studio.workspace.google.com. Let's try that. I'm going to put this.
Okay.
Put this in the chat and we'll see if that comes up for anybody. I specifically would like to use Tanya because does that help anybody? Did that get you to Workspace Studio?
Just
I've
thinking.
got to log in and all that kind of stuff or get the features.
I got something.
Okay, throw it on the screen. Let's keep moving.
Come on. Let me share my screen.
And is it in the same account as your Gemini? And so just get started
Yeah.
there in the top right. Get started. Oh yeah, right there. It's fine.
Oh, I don't want workspace here. That's why I
I
didn't
have
do
a
that.
domain to
Okay,
do
so
it.
this is my workspace account, but it's not connected to the notebook and the other stuff.
It's not going to work.
Okay.
How about yours, Tanya?
It is asking for a domain name
A
to
domain name.
do.
It
Yeah.
wants you to set up an actual workspace account too.
Well, that's what I was asking. Do we have a workspace account?
Well, I thought I did, but I don't know what this is
Oh,
asking.
wait, maybe I can do it anyway. Just tell me I found a button, no flows created. Is that what you're looking for?
I have no idea. Okay,
And then I
perfect.
can,
Well, if I already have it, I kind of would rather use a different domain if this is going to be creating it wants to set up a custom email and everything else. I already have
yeah, because it wants you to upgrade
because
or
you don't
change your
have a
plan.
workspace.
so it's going to ask me for money in a minute. Is that the idea?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if
Thank
you
you.
have a workspace account, not a Gmail account, a
Right,
workspace account.
right. I
Like
already,
your business Google.
right. I have that already.
Okay, then it's not going to ask you for money. You're going to end up somewhere like what Lynn's got here. But so let's move forward. Click the plus sign.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. In this is a workflow, an automation, very similar to uh, Zapier or very similar to N8N or other workflow automation builders, right? So the very
Mm-hmm.
first thing that you need is a trigger. What starts the workflow? So it's going to choose a starter. And then over here, this could run every day. It could run when someone joins a chat or a space, when you're mentioned, when you get an email, when you, whatever, right? All those various different things.
Okay. So like I could, okay. Now what?
Okay. Now, once you get that email, what does it do next? So that's the very next thing. So in this instance, we wanted to ask Jim. Now you could have it ask Gemini, but we wanted to ask your Jim that you just created.
Okay. Let's do this then real quick. I want the whole damn thing, not just you. Excuse me.
I have no idea what we're doing. I guess we're creating another Jim.
Well, in the place where it needs to be, yeah.
Make sure you connect your knowledge. So the purpose here, when you ask Workspace, it's going to take that email that comes from somebody, and then you're going to have this gem review it.
Okay.
You're going to be able to give it a prompt. So that gem that you just created,
Okay.
and then we're going to prompt it to review the email and whatever you would like for the gem to analyze it in your tone, right? And then we're gonna take this and have it consult your notebook LM. Yeah.
Okay. Like, so does this prompt work or do I need to do something different?
Well, we're gonna have it respond. It's gonna do something. So that's
Okay.
that's just the beginning. It's going to do something. The gem is going to be thinking. It's going to be reviewing that email. It's going to do more than just tag it and give it a star. It's going to do something.
Okay.
Okay. But we'll just go with that for right now. All right. So add
Okay.
another step. Yep. Right here. Now, if you scroll down, this is a brand new yes. That's a brand new feature. So what is it going to do? You're going to select this notebook, and now it's going to use your knowledge. The other
Yep.
thing,
Okay. And now what?
okay,
Enter another prompt?
enter a prompt to take that. This is why the gem needs to analyze the email and share it with Notebook LM, but it doesn't matter. Just
Mm-hmm.
enter a prompt here for the Notebook LM to apply this knowledge and create a
Okay.
apply the knowledge in the notebook and create a, I don't know, we'll just say a blog or whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
All right. And then add another step. And then at the bottom down here, there could be a document. So it could create a document with that blog on. And you could use the variable and have the email and then use the name from the email or whatever. Yeah. And then, yep. And then content to add would be the output from the Notebook LM. No, you got to add the variable Notebook LM. There you go. All right. And then, yep, it's already on. Or you could give it a folder or whatever. But you're not going to be able to send something from her email, so we won't be able to test this anyway.
I can go change that.
Okay.
Okay.
So go back to the, yeah, go back there and change that from, so this account would receive, wherever. We don't care about that. So the only,
Cool. Okay.
all right.
Now do I add another
So
step?
now we won't need another step. You could, you could continue adding steps. And if you look, so click add a step. So you could add any of these steps that you want to, right? You could have it based on that document, reply or attach that document to a reply email. See the email stuff down here? You could have it check if certain things are done. You could have it notify you in Google Chat. And don't do that. Stop. Undo that. No, 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 no. Undo that and click the variable and put the email and the subject from that email because it's going to reply to that email. All right. And then whatever the message is, yeah, email ID also. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So I get the right one, right?
Maybe you would want the thread ID, but that's fine.
So these are so I can pull specific things
And the
from.
message, add the document. Click the document. Link to document. All right, there you go. Done.
Okay.
Okay. So now go down here and test run it. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So when I get an email, do I put in who it's from?
Now you don't have to, yeah. And we'll just take any of these things that come. I have no idea what any of that even means.
I'm fine. I just picked one.
Okay, start. So now you can see it running through each one of the things. So you got the email. Now it's asking the gem something. The gem's going to reply, and the notebook is going to pick it up. So it pulled that out of whatever the thing was. So now it's going in and asking the
Well, that's a lot of stuff.
okay. But now if you go back and look, you should have a new document. You could actually click the three dots up there to the left of that chat box. Yep,
Here?
click that. Yep. Okay. Oh, sorry. Where's it at? It's neither here nor there, but it shows you what has taken place. Every single time this runs, you should get when it ran, what it did, all that stuff. Something similar to this, but different.
Mm-hmm.
So open booking work time. I don't know what that is down there. So here's your document that it created. This is the output from NotebookLM. Now, do you see how this could be useful? You're getting emails. Now go to your Gmail up there and let's see if it responded to this email. There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a new post. There's the document. Blog domain register. Oh, that's the thing up there. That's the
That's
subject.
what I told it to do for a
Yeah, that's the
subject.
subject. I don't know what we're doing now.
Have patience, Michael. And there it
And there's
is.
the document.
Oh,
So click the document. So it went in and based on your gem, it took the information that came from the email. And the gem analyzed that in how it recognized you.
now
Does that
what's
make
in
sense?
here?
And then it went over here and applied this information to write a blog from
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yep.
And then this blog right here should be information based on
From
how it recognized you in the gym, how it read the email, right? So how it read the email
uh-huh.
in your mind, the way that you are, and sent it, and it processed that through NotebookLM to reply using that information.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so Tanya, let's apply this how it could be beneficial in your use case. All right, say someone emails you and wants to know about your publishing packages or your editorial whatevers or cover designs or even if it's something totally different that has nothing to do with any of that, maybe it's about the philanthropic work that you do or whatever the various different things are. So when those emails come in, you could have that email be put in your drafts folder. It doesn't necessarily have to reply to it. It could go to your drafts. So when an email comes in, you have it analyze it using that gem. You have it reply based on, because now that prompt would be, does this apply to this? Does this apply to this? Does this apply to this? What one of my swim lanes does the email apply to? And then answer with this notebook LM, answer with the relevant information, right? And put it in my drafts folder or create a document or post it some, do a thing, right? Because you could have another workflow outside of this that every time a new blog is created, that workflow post it to LinkedIn as an article or whatever, wherever it goes, whatever your automations are, because you might use N8N or you might use whatever ones you use, right? Now this was just a test thing. Now, if you want to, you can go to your old.
Yep.
Did the
Go
first step
on.
have to be an email? Could the starter have been?
It could be anything. It could, so click the plus sign over there, please. Click the starter, choose a starter. Oh, here they are. It could be any one of these things. So what does it say down at the bottom? When a form response comes in, what?
That's what I'm talking about. So if I had somebody who finds out about my VAP 2-day experience and they want to apply, then they go and apply, and then I could have the trigger be when the form response comes in, do
Take
this
that
analysis of
information
it. Mm-hmm.
and using your notebook LM and your Gen, because it could go from there. Once that response comes in, it can analyze that data. You can go back to a gem. You can have Gemini create something. You could have a whole gambit of things that can be created in there. But the notebook LM is brand new tool that can be used inside of the Workspace Studio. It used to be Flows, but now it's Studio. And this becomes an automation tool that it's right inside your workspace. It's attached to your Gmail. You could have, let's say, so Rick and I every Tuesday we have a Google Meet call, not a Zoom call. So the trigger could be that Google Meet call, and the transcription, whatever that is, right? Then it can extract the action items out of that transcription, apply the knowledge from the various things, and send based on our call. Here's the action items that you're supposed to take care of before next week.
Yeah.
All right.
And
This
it could
is
have some,
why
you could even do, if you had client calls, you could take that same transcript, AI companion summary, what have you, and do a follow-up email to the client based on,
not AI companion summary.
well, you do
This
whatever
is
your transcript is.
it's only in Google.
Google, right. So, okay. Hmm.
This is what I'm telling everybody. Everyone's, oh, I'm going to use this and I'm going to use Zoom and I'm going to use this thing and I'm going to have Calendly and I'm going to have all these various freaking things, right? One of those things could be an everyday trigger. You can set it up on a time. So at this time, every day, check this thing. Put it back on the screen, Lynn. Let's look at some of the various different things. We went through this once, but I don't think anybody at that time recognized what all's in here. Okay. So this is gonna the next step here is extracting stuff from the form. So let's delete the form and let's look at the triggers again. Yep. So what else could we do? So we could take when a Google Sheet changes, or when you're mentioned in a chat, or all these various different things. Now, I would like to see them incorporate a lot more triggers, right? But unfortunately, that's what we have. But let's click on a schedule and then choose the next. So you could set this up every day at such and such a time. It does a thing. Click the show more down at the bottom. Oh, okay. So it's just setting your time zone. But in this, now every day, what? Right. Choose a step. So every day, it's going to do these things. So click on check if.
Where? Oh, check
Yeah.
if.
So now in here, yeah, check if certain things are done.
Mhm.
Right. Click on learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is all the various different things that it can check if these are done. Check if that's a perfect thing right there. Say you're following someone on YouTube. Check if
They have a new
they
video.
have a new video today and give me the
Mm-hmm.
transcript from that video. And based on that transcript, write a thing. And from that thing, use my knowledge base to write an article. Does everyone, are we starting to recognize the financial things that could, the opportunities that this could present?
Well, there's certain, like for me, there's certain news type emails I get, and I could
Okay,
use
that's
them to
great. So,
start my blog posts.
not your blog post, your newsletter,
Yeah, my own
because
newsletter.
now it becomes a financial thing. A blog post, no one reads blogs anymore. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. Blogs have nothing to do with anything anymore. I'm telling you, you're wasting your money. But let's say that you have a newsletter and that newsletter has links inside it to your affiliate partnerships. And your notebook LM knows who those various affiliate partnerships are and how to position. And it's written in your tone of voice from your gem based on all the various different things that you touch on with the gem. Are, is this starting to connect dots?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because if you do it in a blog, I mean, maybe your blog is on Substack or something like that. Okay. You can't post to that without another automation. All right. But you can write the original document and then use a separate automation, whether it's in make.com or N8N or Zapier or all these various other freaking automation tools, and then it can post to your Substack blog. Okay, because there is a financial opportunity, or it can post a it can formulate a question to ask inside of Reddit, so that now your Reddit is starting to garner attention. Do these things make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you could set up an automation to scrape Reddit for certain keywords. And from that, send you an email. And then based on your email that you got, now it can go through this workflow, create the document. You can have another automation in make.com that anytime a new document's created in this folder, you reply to the Reddit thread. I see the wheels turning. I see everybody looking at the ceiling. Okay. Oh yeah, I can do this. I can do that. Yeah. Okay. We're recognizing what could take place here. So in Rick's instance, he's and mine as well. We're working on enlightening our communities of what's going on with these public officials. Uh-oh. So in doing that, what could you do? Every time something in this platform or that platform or this thing or whatever, we create a thing, it goes through, it formulates it, it does a whatever. But we could have it even when it creates a new document, maybe that new document is automatically added to our notebook LM. Just saying. The
That would be cool.
possibility, the possibilities here, depending on what it is that you want to use it for, your clients or customers, or maybe you're just using it as a lead magnet for yourself or your clients or your customers, whatever that looks like. Or maybe you're just going to set this up for your clients or your customers or your whatevers. Well, guess what you can do? You can go right back to the Forge prompt generator and tell it exactly what you're doing. I need the exact steps to do the thing, to do the thing, to do the thing, right? Everyone's starting to see the various things that can be created and completed through this process.
Yeah, it's one more hidden door in the Google ecosystem. Thank you for opening that
Yeah.
dang
It's
door.
just another door. Yeah, there's a bunch of doors. So, but what? So I don't know if we should have it now or if we should just go to after hours or just continue this conversation. But I would like to explore what we think those financial possibilities may be. You know, what are they? Let's build something. Let's create something. And whoever's, it doesn't matter, whoever's uh thing, and then they have a working tool.
Well, you get to slice and dice, meaning the recording. So do you want to segment, pause, and stop and start, or do you want to just keep
We'll
pushing
just
forward?
continue on then.
And yes, I'm beginning, not just beginning. I know there's a lot that we can do inside of the Google ecosystem, and I've got a couple of different accounts. Clearly, seems everybody here has a couple of different accounts on Google. So being able to sort out, but then once you tie in some of those things, then they become unshareable, which is what Lynn was working to kind of avoid. So
Right.
yeah, so some of these things, what I'm hearing then, Michael, is to go play with them. We would not necessarily be able to share them, so they stay inside of the protected ecosystem That's interesting. So then they become, I'm thinking of the legal side of this, right? Because if it's in finding out
Yeah.
through,
So if you have some compliance things
yeah,
that you're addressing, it stays inside, contained in your account. Okay, it's not escaping. It's not getting out there unless you allow it to.
right. Well, I'm thinking of the lack of privacy agreement with Gmail. So if it's my Rick Lock at Gmail, it's it's assumed
Yeah,
it kind of
that's
maybe private, but it's not very
well
but
that that
That one
account
they farm for your
stays.
data.
yeah,
Yeah,
they definitely they
that
Though
clearly
I'm
do
data.
that.
told that if you pay them money, then they don't do that
So your workspace
as
accounts are not, they're much more secure. That's why everything, all the new items and parts and pieces are tested on the personal accounts prior to them being released to the workspace accounts. And sometimes they won't release those items to a workspace account because they can't control the information. The purpose of having a workspace account is so that your data is yours. Um, that being said, Cloudflare is one of the largest security things out there for the internet, and they were just hacked. So, within the last year, they've been hacked and data was released and so on and so forth. Same with the IRS, same with everybody else. So, I mean, what do we want to do? Go back to, and we look at Tulsi Gabbard's office was just raided by the CIA and documentation was stolen or confiscated from her, director of national intelligence. How do you even take? So as
Yeah,
far
no,
as these
I'm just
compliant issues and things
I'm
like
and
that,
yeah.
you
more of
you had
the arduous if I create something in the workspace that's under my business account, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to share. So if I want to create some sort of learning experience, that's not where I would be doing that. But yet, what you're showing us is how to embrace the workflow, and there's this
you could
whole
you could
treasure chest
still
of stuff.
you could still create the learning experience that you're talking about. It would just be the manner in which you got it to the platform in which you were sharing.
Right. And I'm based on what I'm seeing is, I can go into my Gmail account and then click on this workspace or whatever, and then we get into the pricing structure, and it's like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
so it's a bolt on,
Yes.
um, and I've
In your
already
free
bolted.
account, what they want to do, Rick, is convert your free account to an actual workspace account.
Uh, well, in
So, like on my free account, I have what's called Pro. So I get all the functions without the closed space of the workspace. What I found when I turned the Gemini on and paid for it in the workspace, I had a lot of limitations. I didn't have all the features. And then even if I went in and turned stuff on in my admin panel, I still didn't get it all. So for me at that point, it wasn't worth paying for because I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Now, to have it, if I had a bigger business or had more stuff going on, that would be different because then
Yeah,
there
if you
would be,
had proprietary or intellectual
yeah,
property that you were trying to keep secure from escaping to Gemini, you would want that and compliance things and so on and so forth. You would want to keep that in your workspace account. However, from workspace, if you're creating documents in your Google Drive, if that's a shared folder to another account, so you've segregated your proprietary and intellectual property. You've addressed your compliance by not revealing your customer or client's data and information. And now from that, you have gone in and you've created a document that is your your educational piece, say, and it created that document into a shared folder that your free accounts could have access to. Now your automation in Make or N8N or Zapier or wherever, that automation can now use that new document that was created in that shared folder and disseminate it wherever. And it doesn't have any of your intellectual or proprietary or customer or client data. Does that did did I convolute it or did I clarify?
I got it.
Yeah, no, I see the value. And for me, Michael, it's something that not today, but at some point I'll look at how I want to automate or what I might want to automate. Right now in the business account, there's not a lot that needs to be handled. There's a lot more in all of my personal accounts that would benefit from some form of automation. Yes.
So nobody emails you in your business account?
Not to the level that warrants any automation, Michael.
Hmm. Okay.
I'll be right back. I need to grab something for the dogs.
So does anyone Lynn, do you want to create something that may be beneficial to yourself or clients, customers?
I'm thinking, so I got that. I'm just looking at my stuff here. Um, I like this one that we just did.
Okay, let's go back to it
Yeah,
and
let
let's see
me,
if we can massage it some.
yeah.
And my suggestion would be forge prompt generator, right? Go
Yeah.
in there and tell it, this is what I want to do. These are the tools that I'm using. Give me the workflow inside of Google Workspace Studio to make this happen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So if you go
Yeah.
back, so click the where it says flows over there to the left down. Yeah, click that. And that's going to show you all the various one. Oh, well, we have the one.
We have
So when
one.
you get an email and you see it could be from someone, it could be all your emails and allow it to figure out what's going on, right? That could just be all emails that come in. And then what could we do with those emails? Well, you just said add a checkbox. So let's go to all emails for a second.
Yeah, let me start a new one for
Okay,
that.
that's fine.
So
But when
when
I
I
get
get
an
an
email,
email,
all emails,
mm-hmm.
all right, choose
And
a step.
then,
Now let's look at something down here because this could be something that's huge. Let's click on archive. All right. So it's going to archive an email to what?
how does it know? Because right now it's going to do all of them. So everything
That's
will be
what I'm
archived.
saying. So it's email to archive. Step one, email ID. All right. So it's archiving the new emails that you came in. All right. So let's go back. Let's delete that step because no, not that step. That. All right. Choose a step. Scroll down just a little bit where we can see all the email stuff. All right. You can star an email. You can remove the star. You can mark it. You can add a label. So if you categorize your emails, you can add these labels if it comes from wherever, right? Well, we
Mm-hmm.
would we wouldn't want to do that. Go back to all emails.
Uh-huh.
All right. So add a label. You can even add new labels, but add a label. So click, I don't care which one you click, and it should.
Fine.
Oh, it's not. Okay. So
Now it took it.
in so in here, before adding the label, it would need to be able to identify what category or where it belongs, right? So the in between step would be your Gemini to identify which it would need to read the email, identify the category, and then the next step would be add a label based on the category that your Gemini, that your gem told it was in. Does that what's this one?
Yeah, so there's got to be a step to read
There
it
would
and
be
then
a
tell it
step
what to
in
do. So
between
I'm
it.
just looking at this right here.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Does that do it?
Well, you
Well,
would
those are
want
there.
those would
There's
be labels based on the AI
there.
that's inside of the thing. So that is Gemini, but it's not your gem.
Right.
So it's recognizing, if you go back and turn that on again for just a second. So it's recognizing because it's going to read the email. Is it a meeting update? Is it a receipt? Is it sales? Is it, do you need to respond to this? Right. And it's gonna pick those various things out.
I
And
can
then
let
you would
that
have,
run for a while. That might be fun.
well, you'd have to check which ones turn on which ones, right?
Oh, they're not just on?
Now you're giving it a prompt.
Mm-hmm.
So you're everyone's starting to see, here's all the little toys. Here's where this becomes beneficial. Okay, so let's go click on some different things.
Meeting updates.
And it's going to put them in these folders. These are going to be various folders. Meeting updates going to be a new label inside of your Gmail. And you can turn them all on and prompt them. And then you can go over there and look and move them and whatever later. But at least these 5 or 6 different categories right here, or other categories that you add to it. Oh, look, that one's got a big heavy prompt.
Yeah.
And it's going to put them in. But then you could go in and based on these various categories, have Gemini reply to them and put it in a drafts folder.
Cool.
And then you
So
just
then I
go to
could,
then you just go to the drafts folder every day and look. Oh, these are the ones I need to address.
okay.
So one thing that's interesting, you just passed it. It was down below.
Below
Scroll on
here.
down, scroll on down, scroll on down. Right here. Keep on going. A little bit
That's the
more.
bottom.
Oh, then we went the wrong way. It's up. Right here. So all actions. Recap unread emails. Extract what? Summarize what? Right? Decide what do you mean decide? So these would be your in between adding the label, right? You're starting to see the various power that plays inside of here. Now, this being
Now,
said,
can I move these? Can I move these?
pretty easy, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at something because these will give you the ideas of how to create your own. So if you go over there to the left and click on Discover, it's going to give you the templates that are already created, and then you can add it. No, not there. Oh, so right here, there's a ton of different templates, but right there above this, You can describe the task that you want it to create, and it will create the template for you to fill in the various blanks. You see it up there? Describe a task for Gemini. Whatever you want it to do, and then it will put the correct modules in there for you to fill in the blanks. Now it doesn't know what's, well, okay.
What do you want me to say?
No, that's good. That's good. Let's just go with that. That's perfect. Now it's going to build out, start here, do this, do this, do this, do this.
Now, most, like, I think Make does, I know Zapier does. If you talk to it like that, it'll help you build them too.
Sure. But
Just
every single thing in Make and Zapier and N8N, every single action costs you money.
right.
This is just your subscription.
But I would just, for me, I would do what I can do in here with this.
Uh-huh. And
And
use
then if
that,
when I
use
have to
that
go
connect
out, then
your
go
third
out, right?
party stuff. Otherwise, what's in here for free, you're already paying for it with your workspace account. What's in here for free, you're not having to connect an API. You're not having to connect all these freaking things. You're not having to, you can't bring a gem into any of the various things over there. I don't think you can bring NotebookLM in because it doesn't have an API to call.
Right.
So you could use all this information and tools in here to create the thing, and then use one of those other automation tools to send it where it needs to go. Because this is only inside Google, and you see it's fairly limited. Now, I'd love for it to, you know, attach to Google Keep and all the various different things. Now, let's look at something here. So choose a step. Let's choose NotebookLM again and see if we can add a document. Select a notebook, enter a prompt. Yeah. So we would be able to, and then click the variable and see if it will take and add the document. Yeah, there it is. So you can tell it, add this document to my NotebookLM. Right? It may. I haven't tried this, but I mean, so here is where we start becoming full circle. We're creating knowledge to add to the whatever notebook. Oh wow. The Rastafarians must have showed up around here somewhere.
I don't
And
know. I'll have to think of
they brought
something.
their plants with them. I wouldn't even I don't even think you have to add a
No, I'm just doing it by the subject. So I'm
yeah,
just thinking,
yeah.
what's a subject?
Well, it wouldn't be the subject. It's just the email has those words in it.
Yeah.
So you could start building out a notebook and you could move the things from the notebook. And it just starts creating this freaking entire ecosystem. So back to what Rick was talking about, it creating this these various educational pieces, right? This is the way to do it.
Show more.
And the knowledge stays inside your notebook LM, so it's not escaping out there into the world, but it's inside a workspace account.
Oh, so this is the tab label. So no label. Okay. So you can do all this to define what an
Yeah,
email
you
comes
could
from.
narrow it down to only when I get this email, do this thing. Or you could lump it together. When I get emails, take them all, and your first trigger could be a time every day to where it goes and analyzes all the emails you got in the last 24 hours. And you can take from that, compile all of that into a document. Okay. And then from
Mm-hmm.
that document, ask Gemini to go in, read your document, and figure out what the flip is there, right? And categorize it and put it on another document. And from that document, you can have Gemini pick a category, attach this notebook to it, and write another document. Or save that document into your notebook LM or whatever. This is the power of Google just in the ecosystem of Google. And everyone's like, oh, Claude is so great. Well, can Claude do this? No, it can't. Now,
Not
it
as easy.
probably can. Yeah, it probably can through MCP and APIs and the various different connectors and all that stuff that's inside of it. But just to use what you already have. So if it was to do this, say your Google form, Tanya, says what would you like to learn about? What would you like to know more about? And then they pick a thing, and you can branch your form to where based on that thing, it sends them down these 5 questions. And based on a
So
different
this
thing,
is
then it
on.
sends them to a different 5 questions, right? But if you're going down that and it answers those 5 questions, now Gemini can analyze those and formulate a response you based in the content that is inside your notebook LM and reply to them a logical answer. And this could be your free introductory tier that leads into a coaching program that's now personalized and they can get real information.
Oh, I turned it on.
I remember now why I don't have the workspace account. I decided to do the pro account instead of the workspace account for all those reasons Lynn talked about previously when I was initiating it in the first place.
Yeah.
There's advantages and disadvantages to both.
Hmm.
But my free account,
Okay, so
what I get,
it got the email. It did the thing. Created a doc. It sent me
something
an
went wrong
email,
with the notebook
but it
LM.
didn't do that.
Yeah, so click on it.
This here or
Yeah,
that?
no, down there. Click on it. See what went wrong. Not allowing you to click.
Mm-mm.
It sent the email, notify me by email. Maybe that's what okay, so go into the notebook LM step. Yep. Um you got it going to an untitled notebook. It's probably the problem.
That is a notebook she has. It's just called Untitled.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
And
I
then
picked
go
it.
back to the workflow. Yeah, but if you have 27 untitled notebooks, then where does it go?
Yep.
Now,
I mean,
there it is.
okay. Let's test run.
And it may not do that. You might want to click on the learn more and see, not that learn more, but the learn more in the Notebook LM thing.
Oh, fine, just do it.
I still don't think it's going to do it. I think we got something in the wrong order,
Or maybe she needs to
or it
give
just
it a more
doesn't do it.
specific command.
Yeah. So we'll look at that in just a second. So let's go look at the Notebook LM step. Enter a prompt.
It's
So
usually
hold
it only
on.
it
Right,
generates
right.
simple
Hold on.
questions.
Right here, there's learn more.
Right.
Very good.
It's getting
Now,
information from, not adding it to.
that's possible. We don't know. We haven't learned more, have we? We're speculating.
Yes. But that's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hmm.
So it's
Commit flows
extracting
to other
info from, not
services
going
with
to.
webhooks. Interesting. So is that all there is on Notebook LM? So this is a brand new addition.
Yeah. It's only pulling from, not adding to.
Okay. So maybe it notifies you to add it too, and then you go add it too. But it's created that information. So it's a brand new addition. Maybe the add to is coming. Again, we're speculating. We haven't they probably have not built out all of their various things from it yet. Because they at one point in time gems were in this and then they went away and now they are back.
Hmm.
There you have it. Add a source to my notebook. Yeah,
Right. You
there's the
did that
prompt.
stuff.
So number 3, go over to your notebook LM and no, you already got it open right here.
Mm-hmm.
Add a source to my notebook.
The only difference
I
is
don't know.
putting it in front of
It's
the
saying
document.
it's saying you can do it.
It's saying I can do it. Well, let me move it up and try
Uh,
it again.
well, maybe okay, but maybe you have to change,
Put
add a
the,
source to my notebook LM, and then put the doc.
yeah, move it in front,
Yeah, that's well, okay. Yeah.
just so it's exactly as it says.
Well, that was going to be my next step too, was to put the instruction in front and then the link in back.
Mm-hmm.
So scroll down, important considerations. The link to doc chip. Link to doc, okay. So whatever the folder is has to be a shared folder or a public accessible folder.
Hmm.
So wherever it's adding that document to, it needs to be. So go back to the create a doc step right here and make sure it knows that, yeah, and that needs to be a publicly shared.
Even if it's in the same workspace.
Yeah, because it can't access it.
But
And it's going to say restrict. Ta-da.
so how can
Done.
she instruct it to save it to the Google Drive as a unrestricted document or whatever?
You're not going to be able to. Now the folder is now the folder itself is a shareable folder.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that goes into it from here forward will be shareable documents. Now you can, let's look at, would you like help writing specific prompt? Once it receives that document, no, you don't need that. Refining the prompt.
Well, let's run the test
Okay.
again.
So run it again. Yeah, why not? And it more than likely will work this time. Oh, I see you even moved the step. Nice. But as far as everything that we've been discussing, create a doc
Hmm.
that only you can in a
Now that's
location. Ah, really?
Uh, well then,
wow.
well that keeps it
Oh, look here. Look here. Set up an automation right here inside your folder.
oh
Did you
here.
see that? No, 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 no. Oh, well, that's in here. Yeah, you could set up an automation right here from this folder.
Don't flow
So
his
maybe it's
issues.
a two-stepper, right? It creates the document here, and then your automation sends it to your second automation. So you have the one step that does the thing that creates the document, emails you all that. Then you have another automation that takes that document and sends it to NotebookLM. Now, I don't know why that would be be an issue, but
Hmm.
step 3, create a document. Step 5,
And
something.
this one said I have to send it in a location only I can access,
That's crazy.
which kind of makes sense.
Well, it has to not just the document, the whole folder.
There, now I
Yeah.
set it that anyone in the group can access. Let's see if that makes any difference.
Well, it's going to be the folder itself, not the document.
Well, she did the folder, I think.
Yeah, I'm doing this at
Like
the
that.
folder level, right? This is the folder level.
Yeah.
So anybody within my work group can do that.
So, in the next 10 minutes, if this does not work this time, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Upcoming training opportunity. That's what I thought.
Nope, didn't like that either.
It's got so it's going to have to be
Restricted.
restricted.
That worked.
Only you can act. So you could try this again. I don't think that it's going to work the full thing, but we'll see.
Well, it runs pretty fast.
Mhm.
But we can go back to the Forge prompt generator and tell it exactly what it is that you're trying.
Wow.
Well, now it's not happy at all. It probably failed too many times.
Hmm.
So what is your suggestion?
Go back to the Forge prompt generator and tell it what you're doing. Yeah, now you're going to cheat. I'm going to turn that one off
Why?
because everyone's
You
cheating.
want me to use the other one?
GPT.
And no one follows instructions. Great. What now? What are we working?
Can we go through all this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're going through all of this is when it says what
mhm.
industry, niche, or role, that's because your industry, niche, or role could be different based on who your customer or client or the service or the thing, right? You could be a marketer to at this time, and the next time you could be the admin person that you just plugged in, and the next time you could be an accountant, and the next time, right? But if you just tell it, "Hey, I'm a GHL specialist," then it it skews everything to that direction. Or if I'm a ghostwriter, then it doesn't act as an editor. It doesn't do the various things. So you need to think about what is the thing that I'm trying to do, and that's the role, niche, or space that you put into it that you're acting as.
I would agree with that. Now, my question is here, when we came over here in the first place, we put in that prompt.
What prompt?
We put in
The
the
prompt I
initial.
gave you in the beginning?
Yeah.
You didn't put it in the Forge prompt generator.
Yeah, the extracting prompt from the
The
GPT.
extraction prompt you just put into ChatGPT.
All right. And then we're supposed to feed it in here though, right?
The output from that is what
Right.
you fed into this.
Right.
And that's what you did.
Well, she's going through all this stuff. It's not the same as just saying, here's this prompt of all my stuff that I want to be able to blah, blah, blah with.
Because that's not what she's doing. Now she's going through and telling it exactly the workflow that she's creating.
Hmm.
Are we frozen?
Yeah, maybe depending on the app.
No, I was
Oh,
reading. I was reading.
oh. So look what it's done now. It's actually gone and read the documentation from Google. That's your sources down there at the bottom that it's pulled in here in this conversation.
So
The steps you gave it already. I don't know.
what do you want me to put
Go
here?
back up there and copy what you had in the beginning, because those are the steps.
Or the one that it gave you as a summary. It tells exactly how create that. We don't need the technical note. Yeah, just that. If supported.
Yeah, you're going to need the step by step. Accuracy.
I think it doubts NotebookLM can be updated.
So it's prompting itself, and you're gonna there's what you're gonna have to do. So there's your instructions, and you can walk through that. It should give you the prompts too. For yeah. Oh, those aren't prompts. That's
Okay.
oh, here we go.
You can refer to the email body.
That one worked. So I'm like, what?
There you have it. The documentation confirming a native Workspace Studio action that automatically adds a new created Google document to a specific does not exist.
Okay. It doesn't exist.
But it also said if it has things like this, like add a source or add a Google Doc or update notebook or use custom extension. So go over there and see if it has that.
Just ask. But you could prompt it, could
Well,
you?
so there you go. It doesn't offer those very, you would have to go outside, add a step, and all it has is select a notebook. It doesn't have those various variables.
Hmm.
Yeah, it has variables here to
Not those
select the
variables,
right
not those
documents, but
variables. I'm talking about in the add a step. So click add a step over there. So scroll down to the Gmail section right here. So here it has all those different variables, whereas the Notebook LM section says Notebook LM. That's all you get. It doesn't say add a
Add a
document to
source,
Notebook LM. It doesn't say create a new thing inside of Notebook LM.
right?
So that is potentially those are coming. It's not able to create that yet.
Yeah.
So see down where the Notebook LM's at,
Okay.
it just has Notebook LM. Ask Notebook LM. That's the only variable it has there.
so I can only ask it a question.
Correct.
Right.
In my summarization in my mind, that's what I'm reading into it, because when you go back over there where you were working with the Forge prompt generator, it says if it has these, if it has
Mm-hmm.
add a source to Notebook LM, then click there, but it does not have this.
Mm-mm.
It said it didn't find it in the official documentation either. If no Notebook LM action exists, add the Google Doc link to your completion email. Yeah, and then just add it to the notebook. It would be a
You put that
manual.
prompt in there like that. When you have
Uh,
entered the prompt, whether or not it would do anything.
it's not going to do it.
Well, can
We
hurt.
can try it.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? It's only look for AI, right? Oh, AI toolbox.
I'm gonna give it the right subject. It's there.
I have this big giant dog, and these cats just love it, and she loves them.
Oh yeah.
They're over there. There's two of them right now, just loving all over, rubbing faces. Oh, Mango must have got it upset. So the whole purpose here, though, is just to really understand
Mm-hmm.
The possibilities here. So it sends you the link. You take the link, you add it to NotebookLM.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a manual step, but all the various things to it. So you dedicate that 20 minutes every morning to go in and take your links and add them to the various notebook LMs, because maybe it's identifying 15 different categories of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just go in there and take those various links from those emails, add that to this notebook LM title and that notebook LM title until you have them built out. But anywho,
So it works for everything, but I can only ask Notebook LM questions.
yep.
And it appeared also that once it hit that stop, when you had it as the fourth step, for example, it didn't go on to do the email,
That's
right?
correct.
It stopped.
Right.
Because it broke there.
Right.
Yeah, broke it there.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So just some things to play with. But again, I would like to just really briefly, because we're already over, just explore, what various monetization strategies do you see that could be used here?
Well, right now I see it as a way to save time. Like any receipts or anything like that that come in, I always manually search for them and then I tag them, then I archive them. Well, if I set up when I set up my workflow, I won't have to do that in this email account anymore. I have ones that are generated calendar notifications from GHL that just flood my inbox, so I could automatically archive those. I could have it search for, like the one I turned on had read the AI read the email and then tagged it. One of them was for support, so I don't miss people's support questions, right? Because they sometimes get lost. I could set it up so anybody that's got an unsubscribe link gets filtered by certain criteria and then either archived or something so that my inbox is cleaner. My
So
inbox is cleaner, I'm more efficient.
all of that's internal to you, but could you set those exact same things up for your clients?
I could. Once I iron it out for me, then I can set it up for them.
If you could easily set it up to where it's writing grounded in your knowledge for your blog or Substack or social media. But couldn't you also do that for your clients?
Yes. Like we could create this gem that we just talked about today to reference my voice or their voice, my voice, and then write for them. Much easier.
Yeah.
I've got another quote out right now to do an automation for a client that needs to capture the new client info and then go initiate some processes with it. And this,
That could be done through a form.
right. And then she'd have it all in the Google spreadsheet. And once then the Google spreadsheet is built, then Zapier would take and do what it needs to do. Right?
Whichever automation tool you connect it to it, yes. But a lot of
Yeah.
people use Zapier because it's
It's more
dummy
well known,
friendly. It's dummy friendly.
kinda.
You don't have to connect APIs and various different things to it. It just draws them in. You log into
Yeah.
your account and it draws the API to it.
I have a question. How does she do this for a client? The client would have to have the workspace account that she
That
has
would be
to have
correct. Yeah, they'd have to have a workspace
access
That
account.
to.
would be, for me, that would be a done with you service at a premium.
So that
Yes,
gives you access to their stuff to go in and do those things for them.
Yeah, and they'd have to be there because there's certain things that they have to approve and or connect. Or like today, I had to go and move stuff all over the place to get it in the right place, right? So I would have to do that with them. And to make my life more sane, I would have certain ones said, I'll create this, create this, create that. And then if you want a custom one, then that's a whole nother ball of wax.
and I would have a criteria checklist of this needs to be in the account.
Yeah,
Whatever.
right. And we've got this much time, and if we have to spend time to fix your new password
That's
and move everything, well, then you got to buy another session. So it's kind of like that.
so also could could it be monetized to where it's more of a Q&A educational thing, Tanya?
I could probably do training on it, yeah.
You
So
could
if
do
they
training.
filled out a
So
form,
I could
They
go
filled out
to
a
the,
form.
mm-hmm.
So a Google form, when it's filled out, it can take that information and give them a response
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
that's based on your grounded knowledge in Notebook LM.
It'd be really cool if it could take that and then go into Notebook and create a little video overview, an audio overview for them, and then send it back to the client.
Well, you could, but it wouldn't be automated. But
Yeah.
that may be coming. Like I said, this is a brand new. They just released. This is like you're one of the first people on the planet that have even seen that
Cool.
because it was not there. This is brand new.
I've seen that little icon,
No, I'm not
and
talking
I
about Workspace. I'm
for
talking
this.
about
Yeah.
Notebook LM being added to it.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah, okay.
No, the Workspace Studio used to be Workspace Flow, and it's been around about a year. And they've
Oh,
piddled
okay.
and played and done things with it. We actually did a little training on it a while back. But this is a brand new piece that changes
cool.
the dynamic of it. Now it's just route things to certain places. It's becoming a tool that can be used based on very specific grounded information.
Mhm.
Because that's the purpose of Notebook LM. It doesn't go out on the internet and find, right? It only operates
No,
within its box.
right.
Mhm. Cool.
So I could have a notebook LM based on a subject matter. And anytime I get like somebody fills out a form or whatever, then it queries
Yeah, your
the notebook
gem.
LM,
Well,
queries my gem, and then
first
yeah.
first thing would be your gem built with these 5 categories based on the information in the email. Categorize it on one of these 5 categories, and I would suggest having a skill or two created to determine those various categories in that gem. All
Hmm.
right. Then based on that, whatever that output is in your Workspace Studio, if it's this if, because we didn't touch on the if else, okay? But
Hmm.
if it's this category, it goes here. If it's this category, it goes there. If it's this category, it goes there. And based on if where it went, now it
We go.
I lost him.
Oh, we lost him, not me this time.
Correct.
might be on airplanes and the next one could be on rubber ducks.
Right.
Okay. So that there now you have these two things, and that's where it would go.
Okay.
So anywho, something to play with, enjoy. More on your plate.
Well,
Very
Yeah.
good.
that's right. Very
It's
good.
something I look forward to adding to my non-company email because there's tons, like thousands of messages that need to be processed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like my inbox could actually be clean.
What is that? A cleaning?
Yep.
I
At
don't
least not say 200,000 unread emails.
Yeah.
Yes. At least triage them much better than the system does currently, right? Put some labels
Yes.
on them, tag them,
Mhm.
bag them, and tag them.
bag 'em
That's
and
right.
tag.
Well, that's a wrap then, isn't that? On episode 38, Michael. As always, very informative, very useful, and I look forward to carving out some time to clean up my Gmails and create some automations and perhaps even create some automated postings out of all of this.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
see what everyone did. When I get it up in the community, just share what you've done.
Mm.
I will do that.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's some good possibilities there. So
Yeah, it's got you thinking, doesn't it?
it does. And then I'm like, because I've been wanting to do my own newsletter, or I'm for my local business, I'm going to have the website be Norse Webworks. And well, I want some content on it that matters. And if I can have it auto-generated and then just post it or have something posted, then it makes me happy.
Yep.
So, you know.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
All righty then. That would be a wrap.